Do you know why the Third Crusade, 1189 to 1192, stands as one of the most significant military campaigns of the medieval period? Do you know who its notable leaders were and what its strategic battles were? Why did the Third Crusade have a profound impact on both the Christian and Muslim worlds? Let us delve into the origins, events, and outcomes of the Third Crusade, analyzing the perspectives of various historical sources and schools of thought to provide a comprehensive understanding of this pivotal conflict. Historical context and origins. The fall of Jerusalem. The catalyst for the Third Crusade was the fall of Jerusalem to Saladin in 1187. The city, which held immense religious significance for Christians, Jews, and Muslims, had been under Christian control since the First Crusade, 1096 to 1099. Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt and Syria, unified the Muslim forces and recaptured Jerusalem after the decisive Battle of Hattin. This event sent shockwaves through Christendom, prompting Pope Gregory VIII to issue the papal bull Audita Tremendi, calling for a new crusade to reclaim the Holy Land. Jerusalem's significance cannot be overstated. For Christians, it was the site of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection, while for Muslims, it was home to the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock, the latter marking the spot from which Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven during the night journey. The fall of such a pivotal city not only had spiritual repercussions but also geopolitical ones, as it threatened the existence of the Crusader states established during the First Crusade. Motivations for the Crusade. The motivations behind the Third Crusade were multifaceted. Religious fervor and the desire to reclaim Jerusalem were primary driving forces. However, political and economic factors also played significant roles. European monarchs saw the Crusade as an opportunity to assert their dominance, gain prestige, and expand their territories. Additionally, the Crusade provided a means to channel the military energies of restless knights and nobles into a common cause. Religious zeal was fueled by the promise of indulgences, a concept propagated by the Church where those who took up the cross were granted remission of their sins. This spiritual incentive was compelling for many, offering eternal salvation in exchange for military service. Economically, the Crusade opened new avenues for trade and wealth acquisition. Italian city-states like Venice and Genoa, which provided naval support, saw the Crusade as an opportunity to expand their trade networks. The promise of spoils of war, land grants, and other material benefits also attracted many to the cause. The role of the papacy. The papacy played a critical role in the organization and promotion of the Third Crusade. Pope Gregory VIII's call for the Crusade emphasized the spiritual rewards for participants, including the remission of sins. This religious motivation was a powerful incentive for many crusaders. The papacy also facilitated the coordination and funding of the crusade, leveraging its influence across Europe to garner support from various monarchs and nobility. Papal bulls, sermons, and church decrees were instrumental in rallying support. The Church's involvement underscored the perceived divine mandate of the crusade, framing it as a holy war sanctioned by God. The papacy's ability to unite disparate European powers under a common religious cause was a testament to its influence during the medieval period. Political and social climate in Europe. The late 12th century was a period of political fragmentation and feudal conflict in Europe. The call for the Third Crusade provided a unifying cause that transcended local disputes and rivalries. Monarchs like Richard I of England and Philip II of France saw the Crusade as an opportunity to project their power and influence on an international stage. Feudal lords and knights were motivated by both piety and the promise of adventure and wealth. The social structure of feudal Europe, with its emphasis on martial prowess and loyalty to one's lord, aligned well with the crusading ethos. The Crusade offered a means for younger sons of nobility who had little prospect of inheriting land to gain wealth and status. The social and economic fabric of medieval Europe was deeply intertwined with the crusading movement. Towns and cities benefited from the increased demand for supplies and services, while the nobility leveraged the crusade to consolidate their power and influence. The promise of indulgences also appealed to the broader populace, who saw participation in the crusade as a way to secure their salvation.